13 tips you should know to survive the next global economic crisis. An economic crisis might not sound to you as a big of a deal, but it can be dangerous for a person or even bring down an entire nation and ultimately cripple the whole world. If you look at the statistics, you might feel terrified. To prepare you for any situation you can find yourself in, I have gathered 13 ways that will help you survive if you find yourself falling into such an unpleasant situation. Watch the video, make notes, and remember to give me thumbs up for worrying about your financing and well-being. Number 13. Learn new skills. It is crucial to gain skills that can be used as an alternative to current work if that job is lost. Almost every type of work is in jeopardy in the current context of job globalization and automation. During financial crisis, unemployment is an all-time high. You should put your expertise to use in a different business or profession in order to stand out from the crowd of job seekers. So, what skills do you have that you could trade? Perhaps it is time to take up a new interest that will help you the development of key fundamental skills. Number 12. Invest in land and property overseas. There are many countries that provide citizenship in return of investment, including Turkey, Malta, Cyprus, Grenada, Dominica, Montenegro, and etc. You can simply invest in different properties in these countries, which will allow you to get a second passport. When the economy is not doing so well in your country, you can move overseas and start living, or even you can put on rent and enjoy the money from here. Residency in another country should be on your list of things to prepare for if the economy collapses. Having dual citizenship means you'll always have somewhere else to go and somewhere that won't refuse to accept you in a crisis. In fact, having dual citizenship comes with different identities and several privileges. Number 11. Create an overseas bank account. Keeping part of your wealth overseas will give protection and diversification from the funds you do have on your hand. We have seen how banks handled unstable times in Greece, Italy, Venezuela, and elsewhere. They limit your access to money and make you wait in endless queues to get whatever amount of cash they think is suitable for you. Opening an offshore account is a legal method to diversify your assets, obtain access to new investments, and safeguard part of your money from officials who forgot that you previously paid your taxes or bank personnel who wish to limit your account. Number 10. Invest in foreign currencies. While many foreign currencies have struggled against dollar in recent years, this hasn't always been the case. If we see the statistics of recent years, the story was quite different. Dollars can now be used to purchase more undervalued currencies, some foreign currencies, but not all deserve to be trashed. Say for an example, the Singapore dollar is safer in terms of greater return rates and can also be used as a hedge if the US currency falls in value. Number 9. Buy digital assets or cryptocurrencies. Invest in cryptocurrency is another excellent strategy to survive an economic downturn. Simply because cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin were launched in response to 2008 financial crisis in United States. Because its worth isn't dependable on a single country or its allies, it's organically diversified. Other cryptocurrencies may provide more return than Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is a more secure investment. We have literally no idea when or how the next recession will come. However, we do know that there are various methods to prepare for it now. Number 8. Invest in gold and bond. Gold is widely regarded as one of the safest investment alternatives since the odds of it losing all of its value are nearly non-existent. Gold prices may vary, but they will never be zero. It is for this reason that the yellow metal's price rises during times of uncertainty or economic crisis. Since investors would prefer to invest in safe choices rather than those that are subject to a variety of economic and geopolitical circumstances. Diversifying your portfolio by investing in gold is a very wise idea. You will always have an asset to fall back on in an emergency if you do this. Because gold has a high liquidity, it can help you fulfill your financial demands quickly. It is recommended that you invest 10 to 15% of your portfolio in gold. Bonds, on the other hand, often perform well during economic crisis since interest rates and inflation fall to low levels as the economy shrinks, minimizing the danger of inflation stripping away the purchasing power of your fixed interest payments. Similarly, if interest rates decline, bond costs will go up in fact. Number 7. Create multiple income sources. The phrase, "don't put all your eggs in one basket," is well known and it can be applied to your source of income as well. When you rely only on one job for all your income, you run the danger of losing your single source of income as well as your capacity to fulfill all your financial responsibilities if the economy sinks and you lose your work. Having various sources of income can be extremely beneficial. If one source of income starts to sink or if it is completely eliminated, you have other options to potentially keep you afloat. Diversifying your income doesn't always mean taking on a second job. In fact, if your spouse works in a different field than you have already achieved some economic variety. However, if you want to branch out and earn more money, you might consider renting out a room in your house, a garage space, or even purchasing a revenue property and renting it out. Number 6. Find a recession-proof job. Though there are no recession-proof jobs or sectors, there are some professions that suffer less during a crisis because their skills are always in demand, sometimes even more so during hard times. Consider a recession-proof profession as another strategy to prepare for an economic crisis. Even during a crisis, healthcare personnel, teachers, and pharmacists remain in high demand. Expanding your skill set is beneficial to your job stability, especially if you work remotely. Number 5. Concentrate on long-term savings. One of the easiest methods to keep protected during an economic turmoil is to save a substantial amount of money saved up for a long term. You would be amazed how many minor adjustments may add up to funds that can invest in a steady market or put into an insert savings account. You can also pay debts with extra cash. Number 4. Pay off your debts. Create a plan to get out of debts as soon as possible if you have a lot of it. There will be significant job losses and extensive financial stress in the event of an economic crash. The sooner you pay off your debts, the less stress you will have about having to pay them off when you don't really have a job. Number 3. Prioritize between your needs and wants. Prioritize your basic needs over wants. At the time of economic crisis, managing your expenses sensibly will make your life easier. Basic needs such as food, shelter, clothing, treatment, and education are more important than craving for a dinner in a 5-star hotel or wanting to buy expensive accessories, planning to buy a Rolex watch, and etc. Number 2. Plan a monthly budget. The secret of saving and investing is to live within your means. It also means you won't have to rely on debt to get by in life. No more paying bills using credit cards. Do you want to know how to prepare for an economic crisis while staying within your budget? Well, let's say, when gas or food costs rise, you will be less likely to fall into debt and more likely to modify your spending in other areas to compensate if you make it a practice to live within your means every day during good times. When you can't pay off your debt right away, it creates additional debt. If you think gas costs are outrageous now, wait till you're paying it nearly 32% annual percentage rate on them by using a credit card. If you have a spouse and are a two-income household, explore how close you can go to surviving only on one spouse's salary. In good times, this strategy will allow you to save huge sum of money. Imagine how quickly you might pay off your mortgage or retire if you had an extra $50,000 a year of save. Your ultimate objective should be to make as large of a difference as possible between your income and spending. This is done by growing your income while minimizing your cost. Number 1. Remain practical, calm, and decisive. As the CEO of SpaceX and Tesla Incorporation, Elon Musk said, "If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it is not." Always stay calm and think practically when you find yourself and your family in an economic crisis, because panicking won't help change your situation, to be honest. Instead, think how you can minimize your potential risk and diversify your options to get through the crisis. Having said that, I would really love to continue our conversation about how to survive the next global economic crash, but unfortunately this video has to end, I'm being honest, this video has to end. I would really love to continue this, but it has already been 12 minutes and this has to end right now. Anyways, thank you for watching this video, and if you like this video, please leave the thumbs up and click the subscribe button and tap on the bell icon beside it. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.